Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So over on the Warhammer community website, the latest article on there is a preview of stuff which is coming next week, and one of the things they shown off in that article was the confirmed next Codex, which is Codex Astra Militarum. Now, well, for me it's always going to be the Imperial Guard, will and always be the Imperial Guard, because that name sounds a lot more badass. But in this article it goes into some depth about some awesome little tidbits about, you know, new regiments and stuff like that. Some really great information. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to discuss the information which is in there regarding the 8th edition for the Imperial Guard Codex, and I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I would personally like to see in the Codex, and where they could basically improve and make the Codex a bit more better than this 7th edition. So let's jump in and let's get started, brothers. As always, go over to the website, the link is in the description, go and read the article for yourself before you watch the video, and then come back and you'll probably get more understanding of what I'm discussing in the actual article itself. So let's start basically at the beginning. So it says here, well, this is probably the most interesting thing out of the whole article, to be fair. Cadia and Katajan will of course be included, as well as the new rules for Armageddon, which is the Armageddon Steel Legion, which I'm super pumped for. Talon, Valhalla, Vostria, Mordian, and the Militarium Tempestus. Each of these factions will be getting its own regimental doctrine, order, stratagem, relic, and warlord trait. The Codex is absolutely brimming with content aimed at letting you customize your army to suit your style of play. Now this is already sounding really good. I've said to a lot of people, I've said it on my streams, I've said it to friends who I speak to about this, is that if there's one thing that they need to do with the new 8th edition, with the Imperial Guard, is give them some personality. The thing that, what my main problem was, is that even if you made like a really kick-ass regiment, even if you kitbash your own, just made it your own, you really it was just bland, because you still had to follow the actual rules of what you already had. You never had any specialist kind of stuff aimed at that regiment. Say for example, I made an Armageddon Steel Legion. They basically played just like Acadian regiment or a Mordian regiment. There was no personality, there was nothing special in there to separate them. It was just the exterior, the skin, the way you painted them or modelled them, which was different. Now in this Codex, looking at this article, this is all going to change now. You know, if I actually went with Armageddon Steel Legion, which I really want to do, then it looks like, well, it says here in the article that we're going to get our own regimental doctrines, stratagems, relics, warlord traits. So this now brings personality to that regiment. Maybe the Armageddon Steel Legion won't play as I like to play, but maybe another Imperial Guard regiment will play as I like to play, so I can take that Imperial Guard regiment instead. It adds a bit of spice and a bit of personality, a bit of flavour now to your tabletop army. You're not just this bland regiment who just plays the same like everyone else. So this is one of the biggest things they could have probably announced in this, just to tease me. I'm really going to be looking forward to in the coming weeks to see where they go with this, because like I said, I really want Armageddon Steel Legion. In my previous videos I've said that, you know, I was really hoping that the Armageddon Steel Legion basically become the regiment GW do now, instead of Cadia, because we all know Cadia's not fully destroyed, but basically Cadia fell, and the planet got destroyed. Of course there's still Cadian regiments out there and stuff like that, but I'd like GW to bring another regiment to the forefront now of the queue, and give them some love instead of it basically just being Cadia all the time. I think, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about Cadia, but it just became a bit too much. It's just like Cadia this, Cadia that, Cadia this. I want a bit more flavour now with my models, and I'm really hoping that GW go down that line and start actually producing some of their different regiment models and stuff like that, because I know there was a lot of them in the past. You know, the Valhallans, the Vostrians and stuff like that, the Mordian Iron Guard. They are such an amazing looking regiment, but the models are so outdated and old and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are gonna rage at me saying the Imperial Guard models are old and outdated, when like some Xenos and some Chaos models are still like super old. But yeah, come on GW, let's get going. Let's get some new models now. This 8th edition is coming. If you've got to start doing all these new regimental doctrines and stuff like that, I really do think that they should start producing some of the old models in a newer format and get them out there, and so people can start making brand new armies to go along with the 8th edition Codex. It goes into a little bit of detail about some of the rule changes as well. It says the Codex is set to diversify the Astra Militarum, aka Imperial Guard, list with tweaks to rules and points aimed at putting each unit on an even footing. Conscripts, for example, have been changed to better reflect their inferior discipline compared to professional soldiers, which is, of course, yeah, of course. You know, if you're a fully soldier and you're a conscript, there's got to be a different level of skill and stuff like that, so that's most welcome. It's not just about rules either. Now, this is really, really cool. The Codex contains loads of new background and art. Now, of course, Codexes always contain background and art, but one of the things now I'm really looking forward to in this 8th edition Astra Militarum is what are they going to be saying about Cadia now. Like, for those of you who don't know, Cadia, the planet fell. The planet broke before the Guard did, is the saying, and it is an amazing saying. But Cadia is gone. You know, that's it. It's the warp storms are raging across the Imperium. There's so much going on now. In the old stuff, it was Cadia this, Cadia that, like I discussed before. But now Cadia's gone. So who's got to be like the Imperial Guard regiment now? And now I'm hoping for Armageddon, like I've said before. But that doesn't mean that they should be the ones. You know, there's the 49 Guard, there's Vostria and stuff like that. I'm wondering if they can start mobilizing their forces and they come to the forefront now. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see where they go with the background. And of course, you know, some of the main characters are basically gone now. I won't go. Who's he called? Creed basically. Well, I don't know if he got taken away by the Necron guy and got put in a storage locker. It didn't really say what happened to him, but that's what the rumor is that the Necron Lord, who basically found his body, and because he wasn't dead, and he basically put him in storage to keep in his nice little collection of stuff. So who's going to be like the leaders now? We've got to change. We've got to see some new guys come to the forefront and stuff like that. There's so many interesting things they can do with the lore now. I'm super excited to actually jump in and read this and to see where they go. I wonder how they react with a Primarch coming back, because Gilliman's around now. I wonder if that's going to inspire him. I wonder if that's going to change the way they're actually run now and stuff like that. There's so much stuff they can do. It's going to be very, very interesting to see where they go. And one of the really, really cool things as well, I'm actually going to put these up on the screen now, is that they showed off some preview Imperial Guard regiments. Now these are all kit bashed, by the way. These are not like brand new regiments. So you've got the Savlar Chem Dogs. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure someone said they were part of the Armageddon Wars. I can't really remember off the top of my head, so if that's been confirmed, please post it below in the comment section. I would love to if that is confirmed. And you've got the Indigan prefects down here. They look amazing. If anyone can actually post what kits are used with these, by the way, I would love to know, because these chaps look fantastic. I love the purple. The purple on it is just, oh, it's gorgeous. And then we've got the Ventrilian Nobles. Again, these guys are amazing. I actually remember seeing a chap who did a Bretonnian themed Imperial Guard army, and for the life of me, I cannot find his blog anymore. So again, if someone can find that and post it in the comment section, I would be eternally grateful. Those were some of the best Imperial Guard models I've ever seen, because I'm a huge Bretonnia fan, and to bring that over to 40k, I thought it was just a cracking job. He was amazing. He had like cavalry and stuff like that. Oh, it looked absolutely incredible. But some of the stuff that these chaps are showing off here is it's amazing. It really, really is good. You know, some of the kit bashing stuff. And again, this has got to come into the rules section. I wonder if, you know, if you can actually, if you actually kit bash your own regiment, can you actually start kit bashing your own rules and traits and stuff to go with them and stuff like that? Can you like puzzle it all together? Who knows? Maybe, but that would be a really cool idea to give again your own regiment its own flavour. Right, chaps, that is me probably done. There's not really a lot to discuss from this video. It's just a tease, but I expect in the next coming weeks We're going to see a lot more of the Imperial Guard in these articles. Of course, I'll be making videos to reflect that, going over them, sharing my opinions and stuff like that. I would love to know what you chaps think about this. You're an Imperial Guard player. Are you looking forward to it? Do you hate the idea of this? Do you love the idea of this? I would love to get all your comments back on it. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't really play an Imperial Guard, but I have been saying I really want to do an Imperial Guard regiment. I'm just hoping that the Armageddon guys come forward and they get some new models. If they don't, then I'm probably going to go down the route of making basically like a small Inquisitor type bodyguard force, if that makes sense, for my Inquisitor that I've got, and she'll have her like her own little bodyguard retinue, and they can be brought on the tabletop. Maybe a couple of nice tanks, maybe a Baneblade in there, just start shooting some Xenos from afar. Well, yeah, like I said, that is me done. I should stop rambling. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I've alerted you to this new news, and I would love your feedback. So see you in a bit, chaps. Have a good one and have a great week. See you now, and bye bye.